It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. It is better to be alone than in bad company. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. 99% of failures come from people who make excuses. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Associate yourself with men of good quality, if you esteem your own reputation, for 'tis better to be alone than in bad company. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. The turning points of lives are not the great moments. The real crises are often concealed in occurrences so trivial in appearance that they pass unobserved. If we desire to avoid insult, we must be able to repel it. If we desire to secure peace, one of the most powerful instruments of our rising prosperity, it must be known that we are at all times ready for war. I conceive a knowledge of books as the basis upon which other knowledge is to be built. To encourage literature and the arts is a duty which every good citizen owes to his country. Religious controversies are always productive of more acrimony and irreconcilable hatreds than those which spring from any other cause. Where are our men of abilities? Why do they not come forth to save their country? Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. We must consult our means rather than our wishes. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those be well tried before you give them your confidence. To persevere in one's duty and be silent is the best answer to calumny. Let your heart feel for the afflictions and distress of everyone. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience. There is nothing so likely to produce peace as to be well prepared to meet the enemy. No punishment, in my opinion, is too great for the man who can build his greatness upon his country's ruin. Be not glad at the misfortune of another, though he may be your enemy. I hold the maxim no less applicable to public than to private affairs, that honesty is always the best policy. It is absolutely necessary for me to have persons that can think for me as well as execute orders. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling process. I'll die on my feet before I'll live on my knees. A bad war is fought with a good mind. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. A man ought not to value himself of his achievements or rare qualities of wit, much less of his riches, virtue, or kindred. interwoven as is the love of liberty. With every ligament of your hearts, no recommendation of mine is necessary to fortify or confirm the attachment. If the cause is advanced, indifferent is it to me where, or in what quarter it happens. Much was to be done by prudence, much by conciliation, much by firmness. I had rather be on my farm than the emperor of the world. Every man thinks God is on his side. The rich and powerful know he is. Jean Anouilh, French dramatist and playwright.